It's new build day.
New build day, new build day, new build day. Sorry. Oh, that's my energy used up for the day.
That's your exercise as well.
That's it. I've been for a walk this morning.
Ooh, doing well. Doing more than me.
Yeah. A right old dodger I was with 2 sticks. Anyway.
It's all right. You just say alpine walking.
Alpine walking, yeah.
Yeah.
Just be powering through.
Yeah. So how are you doing?
It's Thursday.
Cannot complain.
Thursday already. Well, I spent most of yesterday asleep.
I had the dentist because I had to go for fillings.
My face-to-face session wore me out on Tuesday.
So are you all numb behind that beard, are you?
That side of my lip was all swollen to like twice the size yesterday. It's still a little bit swollen, but it's all right. That's pretty much what I was like, yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Rule 1, never go to the dentist.
Yes.
So,
what have you been working on anything?
Sleep.
Since Monday. Oh, well, yeah. Sleep.
I did a tiny little. I did do a tiny little bit of work on the Harrier.
Ooh.
It now has the canopy on.
Very nice.
Not the best fit in the world. I've also got the engine cowlings on.
Yeah.
And all the dangly bits underneath are all attached.
Something I was going to ask you, John. You know, on the cowlings, you got the cowling flaps, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would the top ones, be sat open when it's engine's off?
Yes.
So they'd be sat open at the top, right? So I've got to try.
They're simply on a hinge, like they don't have actuators. So with forward airspeed, with pressure, differential pressure, they blow closed. But when it's hovering or coming in at slow speed, gravity, well, it depends. So if the engine is sucking in more air than the aircraft is moving forward, the pressure of the air required will suck those doors in. So, yes. Which is why on the kinetic one, which is why the 48 scale one's a bit bigger. I've been smashing this out because I'm loving it. So it shows the top of those ducts open, whereas the bottom half are closed because gravity is pulling them shut.
See, on mine, it shows it's got all the vents closed, but because it's 1/24th, I should be able to cut them out.
Yeah, right. I'm doing a Harry. I'll show you what else I've been doing because it's pretty.
Your microphone's very muffled today, John.
Oh, let me change that. Audio, click. Oh yeah, my bad.
That should be better.
That's a lot better.
Oh, crisp as the morning dew.
I'll show you what else I've been working on because it's not mine, but I've been repairing a thing for somebody.
Okay.
And that's it. Oh, I can see what it. Oh God. Oh my God.
So this is a 196 scale Rebel plastic cutty sark. And this guy made it with his father, I don't know how long ago. Judging by the dust on it, I'd say around about 1869 when the cutty sark was new. It is absolutely. Have a look at the dust on top. It's pretty insane. So the bowsprit was broken off. I've now glued it, but I'm waiting for that to dry properly before I fix the dolphin striker. So if I pull that down, it'll tension everything up, as you can sort of see there. But I just need to be really careful with it because everything's quite fragile just because of the age and everything else. There's a couple of chains. Anyways, that's what I've been doing. Not mine, but impressive nonetheless.
It is impressive, frighteningly so.
All right, I'll move it away because I won't have room for anything else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hear this almighty crash as he goes off camera.
Or crash. Ow.
Oh,
All right.
but anyway,
Yeah. What have I been doing, you ask?
yes,
Well,
I did. I was about to say, what have you been up to, Mikey?
I have put a border on this. I shall show you.
Oh, look at that! Isn't
put it on
that
top
taking
now.
shape quickly?
I'll put it on top down.
So
Let's
I'm
go.
just
Top down,
scratching
top
your lip there. Can you feel that?
He stood up,
Very
John. That's not his
There
lip.
you go. So that's not fast enough. Yeah.
That's taking shape very well.
So that's all lined with UV resin as well to stop any seeping out when I do resin and stuff.
Yeah.
But then that's going to sit in there like that. But it's going to be slightly higher up. So it's going to be sort of level with the land.
Yeah. So you're going to have a 1/700 Kelsey Grammer stood on there and a 1/700 Holly.
Well, it's 1/600 for a start, but
Oh well then.
I worked out 1/600. He'd be about 3 millimeters tall. So I might just like get some thin bits of sprue and just cut some 3 millimeter lengths or something.
Cool.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I might just have it sailing past the golf course.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very nice.
Fun.
Nice.
And of course, today we are working on starting this.
And
Lovely kit.
there were a couple of nice photos you sent across last night, by the way, John.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, the ones at the half track were all right as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you could have shaved first, though.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's funny because our friend James, asked earlier on, what are twisties? So I came back with the correct answer, which is delicious. He said, yeah, but what are they? And I just, I'll see if I can open it. Yeah, but what are they? And I just sort of said, well, that's it. They're crisps. I had to translate because they're not actually crisps; they're chips. But
Is that what he was asking about, though, or was he asking about what are military twisties?
Oh, I don't know what you mean.
Because in the British Army, we had twisties, which were twisted bits of elastic with hooks on the end. You put them, fasten them around the top of your boots, and then you took your trouser leg over and under. And that's how you got the
flouncing
neat
straps.
tidy look.
Yeah. Oh, we just call them skummers.
There
But
you
anyway,
go.
so what I said is like they're cheese flavored primarily, but chicken flavor sells pretty well. Glazed donut flavor nearly led to an insurrection earlier this year.
Well, I have to say, before we went live, Mikey was showing me a packet of Storine sticky toffee pudding malt loaf.
Which I shall be snacking on during the show.
Oh, it's just
Lovely.
Right, tell us about this kit, Gary. While he's
Well-
getting on these whatever saurines are.
um,
Who's saurine now?
if anybody has seen the review that I did, and by the
I
way,
did.
I had to do it twice. Apologies for the sound on the first one. I don't know what was going on there, but a little tweak in CapCut, and I managed to re-upload it. So I've got a thing for half tracks. I really like half tracks, always have, and it doesn't have to be a German half track. It can be any half track at all, but the Germans did do them quite well. And I fancied, when it was my turn to choose, let's have a go at a half track. So, being a bit of an ICM fanboy, saw this one.
Recently converted, I may add.
And we ordered it, and yay, it delivered. So yeah, this is an ambulance version used in primarily in the desert, but there are two schemes in the box. One is on the eastern front, and the other one is in North Africa. The Eastern Front scheme, to me, looks a bit boring.
Did you know that there's actually a third scheme for them as well?
Is there really?
Yeah, because the Americans captured some of them and they used them as their ambulances. So they did them in OD as well.
As their ambulances. It sounded like you said as air ambulances. I can
I
imagine
thought you
one
said
of these
air
dropping out of a
ambulances
DC-3 or
How did they get one of
C-27.
them flying?
Yeah. Go Gadget Ambulance.
Yeah, go OD. Now that would be good with American markings on.
Yeah. There's actually videos of it on YouTube of them driving down the street.
So anyway,
tell me a fun fact about the Hanamag Sd.Kfz 251.
well, the fun fact is it's called the Krankenpanzerwagen, but if you watch my video, you'll see I call it Krankenpanzerwagen.
Oh.
You know, as Johnny's doing his best to throw me under the box here, under the bus rather.
No, out of the box.
It was main armored personnel carrier for the Wehrmacht, and it was modified to become an ambulance for evacuating wounded from the battlefield.
Of course, Krankenpanzerwagen means armored ambulance.
Yes,
that's it. Yeah. They've made it way more complicated than it needs to be.
I know. Why don't they call it ambulance?
Yeah.
Yeah,
ambulance.
I don't know a great deal about. I just think they're cool looking.
Oh, they are.
The kit, you know, there's a cross between a tank and a lorry.
So
not happy about this. Everything in one bag.
Oh well.
Well, I've removed mine because I did the review. I removed mine from the bag.
Have you built a Hanamag before?
Not an ICM one. Years and years and years and years ago, I built. It may have even been a Revell one or a Matchbox one. So, quite looking forward to this one.
Is it me or is it like Christmas opening these?
Oh, it is.
Oh, wow.
It is.
Because this wrapping is really loud.
Yeah, that's why. That's why mine's unwrapped, because I took it out of that before I did the review.
I just turned the microphone off.
No, it's. I do think though that scheme is a bit boring. What will be interesting is the scheme I'm doing mine, which is the desert scheme. If you can see that, I'm going to experiment with the airbrushing the camo because it's quite a feathered camo.
Yeah.
Soft edge camo. So
I
don't know whether to do desert one or just do my own thing.
I'm gonna have to decide.
Well, yeah, this is it.
Because I built the Tamiya version of Hanamag last year, so this is it was a grey one, and I don't particularly do armor very well. In fact, I don't think I do armor very well at all. But this kit,
refer the right honourable gentleman to his whippet.
Yes.
Well, so this kit is literally 50 years old. So, you know, what I'm thinking is it'd be interesting to compare the two because I love the vehicle, but I didn't overly enjoy this build because there were fit issues and stuff like that. Lots of flash and everything else, but it was still a cracking kit and it comes up rather well. So here's the thing: I could either do another German grey one to see if I can improve, or I could just go for one that I haven't done, which is the Africa Corps.
Or if you can get hold of the decals, you could do the American captured one.
Yeah. So all you need is a star decal and then OD.
Yeah, I don't want to do that though. That wouldn't be my choice, just because I've got the American half track as a future build.
Well. Yeah,
I've got that one. The M16.
Has anyone noticed that the plastic thing feels a lot lighter than normal?
Yes.
Yeah, budget cutbacks.
But I did notice when I did the review, and I said it several times, there's not one bit of flash on this.
Yeah.
Oh no, it does look absolutely delicious. And I must say, mentioned a minute ago that the other Hanamag, the Tammy one, it's getting on a bit. That's one of those kits I think they could do with a refresh, but this one is infinitely more detailed.
Yeah.
This one has an engine. It's got a checker plate on the floor. Well, you probably can't see, but it's got oh, there you go. Checker plate flooring and stuff like that. I think it promises to be a nice build. So good choice, Gary.
I will even forgive it. It's rubber band tracks, which anybody who knows me has heard me moaning about them before. I detest.
Yeah, I'm going to get some more black rubberized CA glue for them.
Yeah. And this will be my first build with my new magnifiers.
Okay. Before you do comments and Mikey, tell me about those, Gary. Do the lenses magnify, or are they just?
These are 3 times magnification.
Okay.
So, and I've already tested them up against some miniatures, because sometimes I do the odd miniature, and they are crystal clear. They are really, really nice. And look away now if you don't want to be blinded. They do have a light on both sides. USB charged. So
there you go.
There was a guy, he's a miniature painter. He did a YouTube video. I'll find it during the show, and I'll get Tiff to put the link up about all different magnifiers you can use. And this was one of it. These were one of his recommendations. So so I got them, and yay, they're very good.
There you go.
Right then.
Duke says, first comment, maybe. I said, yep, as far as I can see, you're the first, Duke. Julian, third comments. Darren, you're letting the whole family name down. Laugh out loud. Dieter, all together now? All together now.
All together now. All together now. Bit of Beatles.
Dieter, I mean, good afternoon, laddies. As this will be an afternoon stream here in any case, and for most as well, it seems. There we go. Julian, morning, Hagrid. Dieter, morning, Mr. H. Athol, morning, Julian and Dieter, Duke, and of course our illustrious panel. Hello, Athol.
Morning, Athol.
Well, afternoon. Dieter says, greetings, Sir Athol. Julian, hi, Athol. Duke, good day, all you beautiful people. I'm going to have to watch and on catch up. Night shift doesn't help you stay up late if you don't get enough sleep next day. Not fun.
No.
Fair.
Dieter, no worries, Duke. We'll give you plenty of smiles and laughs when you do to make you enjoy it over a cup of coffee after a well-deserved shut-eye. Tiffany says, don't forget to crank in that like button, folks. And she's been a member for 2 months now. Woohoo! Ooh, thank you very much, Tiffany. Your 2-month anniversary should be coming up as well, shouldn't it, Gary?
Yes, any time now, I would have thought.
Okay. That's a bit of backhanded pressure. I'm thinking about me becoming a member.
Turn that screw a little bit. Sprue and Glue says he's lurking only, but he's giving us a wave.
It's okay. Athol says, lurkers make the coffee and teas plus the sarnies. So, Sprue, what are you making us?
Sarnies.
Julian, blimey, I'm in time for the start.
Oh,
hi, Joe. Are you feeling okay, old boy? Jim says, good morning from Chicago.
Oh, morning, Jim. Hope you enjoyed the lie-in.
Hey, Jim. Actually, I was thinking of Jim yesterday, right, when I was at the dentist.
You? Oh, okay.
When I was at the dentist. Because our dentist wears scrubs. And on the chest of his scrubs, he's got his name and then the letters after his name. And it had BDA on it for British Dental Association. And all I could hear was, when I looked at it, all I could hear was Jim going, it's a man's life in the British Dental Association.
Oh, dear.
This makes me chuckle.
What do we?
Ian says, happy new build day. Yay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. Been looking forward to getting this started all morning.
And of course, there is new stickers for this build on the store as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And I believe I've put the link to the kit on Amazon in the description, the affiliates link thing, which doesn't cost you any more. It just means that Amazon puts a little bit towards the channel.
Bless
You
them.
still pay the same price. Kieran says, afternoon all.
Good afternoon, Kieran.
Julian, afternoon, Mikey, evening, John, afternoon, Chair Fight Pants. Oh, you stopped that quote singing, unquote. There we go. I'm getting faster at reading these.
Tammy's
in. Hey. Good morning, everyone, and hello to all in chat.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Ooh. Actually, that reminds me. Tammy, you'll like the next build. Not saying what it is, but you'll like it. Tiff says, sounds like John is in a bucket again. Yeah, we really are far behind. No change there, Tiff. Sorry, what were you saying, Gary?
I said we've sorted that.
Yeah. Jim, Tiffany, I agree, Tiff. John does not sound clear. Yeah, he does now. Dieter, greetings to all joining the chat now. Matthew says, good afternoon all. Hello, Matthew.
Good afternoon, Matthew.
Julie says, that Cutty Sart looks gorgeous.
No, it doesn't. It looks scary.
No, it looks so I offered to fix it for free, because just the pleasure of playing with another ship model again. But I have to be careful with it because one, it's not mine. Two, what I'd really like to do is rip it all apart, start again, but then that would cost me quite a bit of money and time, and I'll just do it quickly, but without, if I break something, he wants to fix it for his dad, so I need to be careful with it because it's irreplaceable as far as he's concerned, and I get it. I get that.
Absolutely.
Glue, that'll help. Oh, that reminds me.
How much of this split plastic we don't use? Quite a lot.
Yeah, quite a lot.
But that does mean we could do fun things. Do you know what? We should do a build one day with just using bits we've got left over from other kits.
You have fun with that.
Stop having these ideas.
Well, you put the idea in my head. Blame yourself. Dieter, and I agree with John. That is why the intake covers of a Harrier have a special lip on the top part to allow these doors to sit shut when installed. There we go.
I have good news. The accounts department of the Morris household has given the green light for the purchase of the new chair.
Ooh.
So, in the very near future, Old Faithful here will be put out to stud.
Are you going to get a vibrating massage chair?
Well, this is a vibrating massage chair, but I never use it. But
Yes.
I am going to get a fabric chair this time.
Yes.
Because
I've got one that's like suede material with fabric as well. It's really comfy.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a look on Amazon later. And,
Ian says, look at all the progress everyone makes, and I have finished nothing. Ever since coming back to the hobby 4 years ago, I feel like a procrastinator.
Ian, I could go through my stash that's on the shelf up there, and I could tell you now there is an SLT 56 tank transporter and a Leopard unfinished. There is a Churchill Avery unfinished. There is a German mini art tractor unfinished. There's a Pucara unfinished. There's a Rifle Models MRAP unfinished. So don't beat yourself up about it.
I thought you'd finished the Pucara.
No, he went back in the box for a bit.
Ah, okay. Graham says, good afternoon all. Just got back from taking my grandson to nursery. Oh,
good afternoon, Graham.
Dieter, love that Cutty Sark. I built the Thermopylae
Yep,
once.
that's right, Thermopylae.
Sark's lesser-known competitor, hull, mast, yard arms, took about a month. Sales, rigging, gratings, 5 years.
Oh, so yeah, because I've built the Thermopylae as well. The Cuddy Sark is black sides above the copper. The Thermopylae is like a really bright green. And it looks wonderful. It's a beautiful. These clippers, like when you think sailing ships, a lot of people think clippers because they were the pinnacle. In fact, the last of the pinnacle of sail before everything became mechanical. So they are. It's the F-35 of ships, if that makes sense.
It does indeed. Dieter, thanks a lot, John, for that scratching. Now I'm sneezing. Julian, Gesundheit, Hagrid. Yeah. Dieter, looks good, Mikey. I want to do the same scene, but much larger, so we'll need to print the concern section of the 688 in 135, so Kelsey Grammer will be a bit better to make. Yes. That'd be cool. It would just be huge. Jim says, no worries, Ian. I too have been mostly inactive, trying to shake this stubborn cold virus. Feeling the best today I have in almost 2 weeks. Oh, good. Dale says, afternoon, everyone. Hello, Dale.
Hello, Dale.
Hello, Dale.
Ian says, oh, good to hear, Jim, and hi, mate. Peter, twisties. We have those two, but forgot the name.
Wonderful.
Athol, twisties are a motorcycling term for roads that have multiple left and right hand bends. Type bends. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Ian, yeah, Athol, I ride for the twisties. Phil says, afternoon all. Afternoon, Phil.
Afternoon, Phil.
Sorry, just having a swig of coffee. Jim says, twisties, that's what we used to call joints, aka marijuana cigarettes.
Wow.
Mark says, good afternoon. Hello, Mark.
Good afternoon, Mark.
Ian, Jim, did you cut that bit off or burn it? Kevin, good morning and good day all. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Athol, Jim telling us of his bad old days when he was spaced out younger male. Tim says, hey all, keen to watch this build.
Ooh. You should be in bed. Timbo's late. Well, I'm not your dad, so whatever.
It's not. His dad doesn't get to tell him that anymore. It's his missus that does that. just like yours does. She tells you when to go to bed. Marion doesn't need to tell Gary when to go to bed. He just falls asleep.
I do. I just fall asleep.
She has to tell him when to wake up. Scott says, morning all. Good morning. Dieter, translated Dutch ist Deutsch. Oh, Deutsch ist Deutsch. Man kann drüber sich ärgern und ein Ambulance landen nach Hospital und ein Observational Examination Statement davon bekommen.
Well, yeah. I hope it gets better soon.
Yeah, I had one there and the wheels fell off. Wait Rose says, afternoon troops. Hello, Wait Rose.
Hello.
Hello, Commander Evans.
I still prefer Wait Rose. She says, you could hand paint the stars on if you choose to do the American captured vehicle. Those usually were quickly applied in the field.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't use decals from what I understand.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine, just soaking one of these things in a big vat of water.
Under fire.
Under fire.
Hang on, I've got to get the decals, call them what you will, on.
Ian says, hi, Gary, are you in the North Wing yet? He is, pretty much.
He's very much, very close to it, I think.
Yeah, he's stocking the shelves today with the boxes of plastic and working on the desk layout.
Oh.
What, you mean you're sat there figuring out which way to put the pen and how to line up the ruler and things?
No, he has people to do that for him.
He's sat there, and he's just sat there in his empty North Wing going, This is all mine.
The
I bet
empire
he's sitting
is growing.
down there in his underwear, just because you can. This is my castle. I can do what I want, he says.
This is the thing, right? He's only got the one window, so if he closed the blinds on there, he could literally just sit there doing live streams in his t-shirt and underpants, and nobody'd know any difference.
You two are buggers, because they're, talk about taking the shine off of his.
No, he could do that himself.
His new empire. Think of the great things.
His own empire. Thank you very much.
Think of the great things that are going to come out of from Gary's stuff now. And I don't mean because
I think the great things came out of Gary's stuff years ago.
Oh dear! See, I tried, Gary. I tried for you, mate.
I think it's going to help him a lot because it's going to make workflow a lot easier. I was thinking about it. Dorkosaurus says, hello, everyone. Who's got my coffee, please? Dorkosaurus, welcome to the beginning of the streams. Nice to have you with us. What the hell? Oh.
Dorkosaurus thought he was now late.
John, if you do Eastern fronts, you can add winter camo. That's true.
That is true. I am actually edging towards the German grey just because I like her.
Did you say you're
grey.
edging?
Well, yeah.
Moving on.
What
John's
is that a thing?
edging.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's thing.
The point of no return. And then you get yourself to just before the point of no return.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Anyway,
okay.
Moving on, because
yes. Because my 13-year-old stepson watches this. I don't want to be teaching him stuff like that. Ian says, oh, excellent, Gary. I look forward to seeing it on your Saturday show. Pretty please. Oh, why is this not sticking together?
8.
B44 and B45.
What the hell? Steve says, hi guys, not commenting much. I'm trying to learn Godot right now, but the chat from you guys is keeping me sane.
Okay.
That's worrying. You're relying on us to keep you sane.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Tish says, I'm skipping hellos to each other just because there's a lot to catch up on. Yes.
Sure.
Jim, Mikey, was the dentist named Lemming? Then he would have been Lemming of BDA. No, it was Jacob. Nice fella.
Well, I wouldn't let anyone named Jake go near my mouth.
He only qualified 2 years ago as well. Julian, sensible modelling question. I must be coming down with something. Anyway, as a rattle cans are sprays, shouldn't they be used in the spray booth as well as airbrushes? Yes.
Well,
or outdoors.
Yeah, or outside. Yeah.
They're better off used outdoors, because what you'll find if you use one in a spray booth is that your filter at the back of the spray booth, if you use a rattle can, will get clogged up very, very quickly. So you're better off taking it outside and spraying into a cardboard box or something like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to get this bloody styrene to stick and it's not working for some reason.
Oh, well, mine is.
Dieter, I'm so happy John got the reference on the spot. When I said all together now as my first preserved comment, it came with one extra part, but that sailed with his Cutty Sark, I guess.
Yeah. I do like the Cutty Sark.
It
was the first wooden kit I built. It was like a meter 10 long. It was quite a big thing.
That's what she said.
2 seconds. I'm trying to get this on.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, the other parts have worked. I just can't get this one to stay on. Weird. There you go. Right. Ian, or Aussie Ian, good morning, all. Hello, Aussie Ian.
Hello, Aussie Ian. What are you doing up?
June says, ooh, yes, Mikey, a bits box build. Try saying that when you're drunk.
Or with a mouthful of peanuts.
Yeah. Julian, using a broom to apply microset and solve for the decals. There you go.
Yes, that's quite...
Julian, when I use an airbrush, I'm surprised how low pressure you can use, whereas rattle cans are quite strong in comparison. So I use
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, to do detail work for doing like blending in the edges on camouflage, you only needed about 15 psi.
Oh, yeah.
Anything stronger than that is just going to ruin it.
Shit.
Language, Timothy. Julian says, Steve, if we're keeping you sane, clearly we're doing something wrong. Dito, we are living in a box, sprue-filled yet cardboard box.
Yeah.
Kevin, gotta go. Eye doctor's appointments. No problems, mate. Thanks for coming in. Dita,
See ya. See what I did there?
Dita, I still have a 235th Cutty Sark somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Is that it? Are we caught up? I can't see under instructions. I think so. Because right now the chat is behind my instruction book.
Right.
Pardon you, Gary.
Pardon? What have I done?
Oh, there you go. Tiff says, caught up indeed. You farted?
No, I didn't.
Or was that your chair? Was that your chair?
Very... No, I didn't make a sound.
All right. Want to go any higher? You might catch the radar then.
Yeah, me. I don't know.
You're like a scouser then. Use your radar jamming.
Calm down.
Dieter, in terms of tall ships, my fleet consists of Roman Trireme, Vassar, HMS Victory, Easy Quick, Black Pearl. Sorry?
Trireme.
Ooh, sounds kinky. Still have the big one in stash. Oh, that sounds even worse. Santa Maria Tracker, and I think a DIY Pacific sailing boat. There you go.
Good range.
I've got a few boats to build.
Gary?
No.
I've got a couple of Revel ones. I think I got the ones that were in Lidl over Christmas. Can't remember what they were.
Oh, these side bits aren't easy to get on, are they?
Epic's HMS Victory. June says, reference aftermarket decals. Only Hannant seems to do them for any other than aircraft.
Well, yeah, if you're in the UK.
Yeah. Oh, that's gone there as well. Dieter, forgot my USS United States frigate.
Ah, yes.
I've got that. Someone said, do you want this? I can't get on with it. Oh, no, I haven't. It's not the United States. I've got the...
the Gulf of America.
The New York.
Oh, I see. My mistake.
The one that had parts of the Twin Towers in it when it was built.
Yeah.
So, yeah, somebody had got that, couldn't get on with the build, and asked me, would I like to finish it off for him?
Yeah. So somebody asked you if you want to finish them off? Steve says, hi, Julian and Jim. Ian, are we living in a box, living in a cardboard box in the country? June says, Gary, if your voice gets any higher, you'll start affecting my x-rays.
Sorry. Look, I haven't been well.
Tiff says, and the Mayflower, Mikey. Yes.
Yeah.
Julian, Ian, the group living in a box, I believe. are you on about? Ooh, go. Dropped it then. Right.
So they've got the vintage classics Airfix releases of ships. I think in my local brick and mortar they've got the Golden Hind, the Victory, and the Cody Sark, which is very cool. I built the Victory about 20 years ago, and it looks wonderful when it's built up. But I'm gonna not do it because I've still got the bloody wooden one here that I haven't started yet that I need to. Really feel the need to, but I should just get on with it, eh?
Yeah. Put on your big boy pants and get on with it.
Oh. Correcting
Tiff says,
subject
I have
matter.
the Mayflower too. Nice. Ian, that's right, Julian. Dieter, if they ever do a decent OS Mercator or whatever, she goes up well. Ooh.
Oh, it's Mercator. I'm not sure what that is.
Ooh, shine.
What's my other voice gone? Oh, there we are.
Oh,
that won't work. Oh yeah, well.
I got some.
Sweet.
Some progress.
Oh, they fit. Yeah, every part so far is fitting wonderfully well. I wasn't disappointed. I mean, the ICM kits I've built have been literally sublime.
There was a slight issue with the tolerances at the front of
for A8 in step 3.
Getting B44 and 45 in step 2 to sit flush up to the.
Oh, okay.
Once again, the screen has wiped me out. But yeah, the actual getting these here, for God's sake, to join up. But I think it was more me than the kit. So, but I've done it now. So.
Waitrose says, I've got the Golden Hind too. It comes with a jig for climbing ropey bits. You can tell I'm from nautical stock.
Yeah, I've not done the Golden Hind. I if I was going to build a plastic kit, there's probably be it just because there's interesting colours on the hull.
Like gold.
No,
everything other than gold.
Peter, one more, but it is a bit special as it sits underneath a space zeppelin. Google Queen Emeraldas and you'll see what I mean. Okay. Martin, how do? I thought I'd missed it until I remembered that Mikey said there was a later start due to some appointments he'd got. Yeah.
There you go.
You haven't missed us at all, buddy.
You haven't missed us. Unfortunately for you, we're still here.
Julian says, hi, Martin.
Here we go.
Dieter, oh, Gary, my old Superb from Hella came with that one too. You need to assemble it first so you can make the rigging and grating. There we go.
Yeah. That would be a nice build. I'll tell you what. So when I went to a Model for Heroes headquarters, I'll tell you what, the first thing I saw was a Hella this Soleil Royale. And my God, it just, I just like, that's amazing. Benji said you can't have it because you're an Australian.
Dieter said, Sir Mountford, welcome. And of course, welcome to Benji.
Yes, Benji's just letting everyone know. Do not worry, he is alive and well.
Martin says, spent the afternoon trying to finish the Tamir Panzer 1. The tiny headlights on the front are a challenge. to get in the location holes. Yeah.
That looks like a beautiful kit. I love how they got the former for the exhaust shroud. Fantastic idea. I think I was looking at Ian's.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to painting this, I think.
Yeah, so am I. What I did many years ago for a snow look, I did a rally car as a Celica with, I think, Repsol. It's a Tamiya one. And yeah, to get snow on it, I literally just got an aerosol can of, I think, well, I don't know, Route 33 or something like that, and just put the whole can on it, and it just sort of builds up. I mean, yes, I destroyed the ozone layer. It was back in the late 80s, but it's been repaired now, so I could do it again sometime soon. And it just looks like snow. It just, it also, every time you walk into the room and have a look at it, you go, oh, that car smells manly.
Dieter says, friend of mine from Afliem builds wooden ships, currently making a Spanish man of war, the San Felipe.
Oh, nice kit. San Felipe is the Victory's opposite in the Battle of Trafalgar.
Ian says, last weekend I watched Master and Commander. I believe I heard you guys talking about it last year. What a thoroughly great movie. Really enjoyed it. Thanks for the recommendation. No problem.
Yeah, it's a cracker, isn't it? Yeah.
I love the music that they play together as well.
I watched a very good film the other night.
Did you?
On Apple, believe it or not.
Ooh.
Because we have access to Apple again, thank goodness.
Yeah.
It's a film by Steve. It's called Blitz.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Really, I didn't think it was going to be my cup of tea at all, but it's a really good story about a little boy who's evacuated out of London.
Oh, yes.
Who then jumps off the train and goes back home, and it's his journey back to find his mum. But his granddad is played by the guy that formed the Jam.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's probably one of the most inaccurate World War II programs ever. I look at it.
Well, I thought it was really good. I thought it was really, really good.
Well, this is the thing. Programs like that, you can get hung up on history, but if you learn to enjoy it and overlook those things, then it doesn't matter.
I thought it depicted what I understood London was like in the Blitz.
Yeah.
Quite well. And I only had stuff to go on from my granddad and people like that.
Yeah. And very distant memories.
Well, my granddad was a fireman in the Blitz, so yeah, I enjoyed it. It was really quite good.
Excellent.
Well worth a watch. Slightly different than the normal type of film I watch.
Well, I was watching Crimson Fields. That's really good. You can get the DVD on Amazon for like 10 quid. It's a 6-part drama, and it's based in a World War I field hospital in 1915. And it's about some the volunteer nurses and things. They go over there to help, and then it's all about their experiences and things. It's really good. Dieter, Heller's sailing ships are huge, and every part has to be built, but you have so many ways to add details and get them to come out close to a wooden ship, room for lighting, accommodations, and so on. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely true. Yeah, I've not built one, but they look worth the money.
Julian says, woof woof, which Google Translate claims the pen of my aunt is on the bureau of my uncle. But it's probably Helen. You have a very strange mind, Mr. Julian. Julian said, Hagrid, Hella's ships are so bloody expensive.
Yeah, but they're they're huge as well. They're I think 1/100 scale. No, 1/32 scale. So they're more than a meter long from memory and about 78 centimeters high or so. They are.
I wouldn't mind doing the deck cut through. Sure, if you know what I mean. The slices.
Yes. Yeah. Artesania Latina have a cross. Oh, like this. I've got a box here of a Corel kit of the same thing. That one. Sorry about the glare.
Yeah, that's the thing.
One of them. Yeah.
They look awesome.
They do. So this one's got the full mainmast. 198 scale, which is the same size as the actual sort of Victory I've got over there.
Nice.
But there's nothing in this, just spare parts for ships.
You're just being silly now.
Gary, what are you whittering on about?
So you're being silly now.
We're talking about ships too much.
All this talk about wooden ships and.
Well, we're building a Hella Victory next.
Are you? You'll enjoy that.
You're just jealous because John's got wood and you haven't.
Oh yes, there is deflection.
I have not had that for a long time.
Because I'm sure Marion's well happy about you talking about that online.
The least of my worries at the moment.
I did see a funny video the other day. You know those stupid shorts on Facebook and stuff like that. So what owners pretend to sort of faint or die or whatever in front of their dogs to see what happens. Oh, more often than not, the dog just within 2 seconds is starting to root them. It's weird.
Are you sure that was Facebook, John?
Well, come to think of it, Are you
sure it didn't have an X at the beginning of the channel name or something?
Hey, Tiff, can we edit that bit out?
Tiff can't. Deed says, Master and Commander Ian Ellison. You might watch the Hornblower miniseries too then. Same.
Oh, no, Hornblower was good. I did like Hornblower.
I've got all the DVDs of them as well. But surprisingly, the whole series is only actually the first book. It's only the first Hornblower book out of 24.
I actually like the film starring Gregory Peck.
Ooh. Tiff says Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen, thank you. Steve McQueen. Now, if you could come up with the guy that played the granddad in it, whose name I bloody can. Paul Weller. Paul Weller.
Isn't he a guitarist or something?
He played his the little boy's granddad.
There you go.
All right.
Very good. I thought it was a very good film. Enjoyed it.
There we go. Dieter, the era when you could insult one another and it's still done in such a polite way, it made you shut up on the spot. What an age that was. Yeah. It's like when you read Shakespeare, isn't it? Dost thou bite thy thumb at me? Why, yes, thou dost. Julie says, early Napoleonic era, then Hagrid? Kind of. It's just before Napoleon is sent to Elba.
Yeah. They're still having a fight with the French.
Yeah. Because...
So are we talking about Master and Commander or Hornblower?
Hornblower. Because the last episode where he's a commander of his own ship is when the Navy have been languishing on half pay, and then Napoleon comes back and they all get called up again.
Languishing on half pay.
Yeah, the officers after the first part of the Napoleonic War, the officers, all the able seamen got dismissed, or a lot of them did, and the officers got put on half pay.
Isn't it funny how history repeats itself?
Dieter, yes, Julian. Starting shortly before the death of the French king and spanning the period just before 1812 in the series, books by C.S. Lewis go even much further and span until about the 1860s. Yes, they do. Because they go to they start when Hornblow is a midshipman and they end up with him being an admiral. Dieter, we even have a strip series called HMS set in the same time frame, so good. Excuse me a second, I need to blow my nose.
So while you're doing that, so this is the thing. So Patrick O'Brien's book, Master and Commander, is the first book in the series. The Far Side of the World is the 10th book in the series. So the film you've seen is an amalgam of pretty much all the things that happen in all those 20 books. But most of it follows that. However, they don't in the film they're after a French ship. In the book, they're after an American ship. They made it a French ship because American audiences would say, "Whoa, we've never been at war with England," instead of actually looking up history. So they changed it.
Shush.
But it's still a cracking book, though.
Way to insult our American audience there, John.
No, they insulted us by changing it to a British bloody ship. Sorry, a French ship, the Acheron.
Yeah.
But it's just they are my favourite books. Like by far, they are. I think the best. Well, here's the thing. A quote from the Times: "The greatest historical novelist of all time." It's a hell of a high bar, isn't it? But
yeah,
he really is. It's just incredible stuff.
Well, we were on 20. Well, a minute ago we were on 24 viewers. Now we dropped down to 17. So you just insulted loads of people and they're all gone.
Just doing my duty, sir.
You managed to insult Jim, Tammy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks for that,
what
dude.
Can I say?
Julie says, regarding depiction of World War II, it depends if it's a movie or for entertainment. So accuracy is patchy at best.
Yeah,
or documentary where actually accuracy should be better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm very happy to suspend reality and watch any film at all and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
unless they're chasing a French ship.
I think it depends as well.
Talking of suspending reality, you were talking the other day, I think. Oh no, it was a chat on Discord yesterday, and Gary, Commander Evans, had mentioned the television series on Channel 4 at the moment about the Royal Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
And they had he mentioned a chap in the control tower who was dealing with a red arrow that was returning without its gear down.
Yes.
I've since watched it, and if that wasn't staged, I don't know what was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a great series. It's a real good fly on the wall series. But yeah, as someone who was employed as a runway controller,
did it make you giggle?
That didn't make me giggle. Well, one thing that shocked me was it was what they call an AS1 in the runway controllers caravan.
Yeah.
Now, when I was in the minimum rank you could be to do that job was a corporal. But that's by the by. Anyone who's had the training could do that job. And as I said yesterday in the chat thing, every 3 months you had to do a practice wheels up approach. Yeah. So it's all teed up in the tower. Everybody knows it's going to happen, but you in the runway controller's truck. And then, the airplane comes around finals, gears up. He calls gear down, but his gear's up. You go through on the RT, check gear, nothing comes back. You fire a red, and he goes around. Now, what I couldn't get my head round with it was there was the fact that he was an equivalent to what would have been an SAC when I was in.
Yeah.
And there was another guy sat with him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, normally you'd be there on your own.
Yeah.
So it all seemed a bit
sketchy.
Suspicious.
Sure.
Julian says, if I recall correctly, Hornblower is in the early to late 1790s. Yeah.
Yeah, Master Commander's after that.
Yeah. Dieter, the BW movie, black and white movie Captain Hornblower is also worth a watch.
That's the one with Gregory Peck.
Tiff, I'm not in charge of editing. I have no such powers. Dieter, Mikey is actually the first, second, and part of the third book, Midshipman Hornblower, Lieutenant Hornblower, and Hornblower, and the Hotspur, to be precise. I don't know, because I've been reading the first book, or read the first book, should I say, and all the episodes are all in the first book that I've got. They're all chapters in the first book, frogs and lobsters and things like that.
It's a cracker of a series.
Yeah. Julian, Hagrid, Churchill was a master of the polite insults, not allowed to say lie in Parliament. He said an MP had used a terminological inexactitude.
Terminological that's cool.
Not as cool as what he said to Lady Astor. When she accused him of being drunk.
Yes.
And he said, I could accuse you of being ugly, but in the morning I shall be sober.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
I think you have to. 5 and 6 is the same. 2 parts are the same, isn't it? I'm taking it. Yeah,
I see his point. Is there two? Is there two C? There's 2 C's, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's two spruce C's.
Yes. I thought we were talking about Master and Commander or
So you're making 2.
Number 7.
Yes.
You're making 2, buddy.
Yeah.
Which is the exact same stage I'm at.
Ian says, Hagrid, I never fully watched an episode of Hornblower, but as all the other series I've gone back to have been brilliant, I may well enjoy it this time. Yeah.
Oh,
I will say, in the TV series, Sharp had better totty.
Yeah, that's true.
Had what, sorry?
Better totty.
Women.
Oh, women.
Don't forget, you got to translate for our Australian cousin over there.
All right, Sharp had better Sheilas.
Oh, sure. Why didn't you say so earlier? Well, you should have said Totty Goldsmith. He would have understood.
Julian, if I recall, the Hornblower series is only the first book. Annoying as the other books are great. Yeah. Ian, this is a local shop for local people. There's none for you here, Tubbs.
I went to school with one of them guys.
Yeah.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, whatever they call themselves.
David Williams and someone else, wasn't it?
No, it was Reese. It was the guy that was in Benidorm. See, my memory's so bad nowadays, I can't remember their names. I went to school with one of them.
IC Research. Where are you?
He's on it.
On it like a carb on it. Dieter, different kind of insulting Julian. Churchill was eloquent, but used the ineptitude of his counterparts to the full extent. The 17th and 18th century was an art form all had to master to even make sense. Yeah. Perspicacity, sir. That's good. That episode where they're taking on the fire ship and the 2 captains are in the jolly boat.
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will not, sir.
Yes. I congratulate you on your perspicacity, sir. I love that word. Jim says, no hard feelings. Most of what John Marley says is easy to ignore. Well done, Jim. Burned.
Yeah.
I deserve that. Yeah. That's good.
Dieter, yeah, I ended up buying the books of C.S. Lewis to see what I missed and how it went further. Would it be funny to see you and Griffiths make a Knight of the Bath and an Admiral, but at quite a cost? Yeah. That's why they stopped doing it, didn't it? Because it was big budget.
Well, it costs a lot of money to make these things, let's face it.
Yeah.
Mind you, they spend more money on Marvel movies and people complain, it's not accurate enough when it's all just pretend. So let's do some historical fiction. It's much more interesting and has more staying power, I think. Because let's face it, who's gone back to watch any of that, or I don't know, whatever they call that Infinity series? It's all disposable.
I don't know. I've watched them. I like them.
What's that?
The Avengers series.
Oh, they don't float my boat at all. I'm afraid.
Did you say boat? Did you want to do a boat, Gary?
He is obsessed, isn't he, John? I'm sure he's trying to hint.
I'm doing a boat. I'm doing a lifeboat.
I heard he wants to do a wooden boat.
No, not going to happen.
So I keep saying I need to start my wooden victory.
I shall resign my veterancy.
You're going to hand in your veteran's ID card, are you?
I haven't bloody got one.
Have you not?
Have you not?
Every time I try and get one, it comes up. There is a problem.
It goes, we're not putting that on a card.
So I called DBA today to see how my claims are going. And it's like, when did you submit it? And I said, well, I had, he said, well, it was only submitted in November and, blah, 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 blah. And he read out 4 claims. And I said, well, hang on, which claims are those? And he said, bang, 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 bang. I said, okay, not only did I submit them about 5 years ago, but they've been not only accepted, but I've had compensation paid out and all that sort of stuff. I'm talking about this last 30. And he said, we don't have any record of that. Let me have another look. Oh, here they are. Yes, they haven't been filed correctly. Yes. So I'll be looked at. And I said, okay, so how long will it take to look at those? And he said, well, the average wait time is, he said, 1,080 days. I'm just thinking, so this is ridiculous.
About 3.5 years, then.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, what we can do is just wait. Because, they didn't file it correctly. Like, we've only, the clock is ticking now. Like, just because you have to ring and remind. It's like every time you call them, they've never done this before.
There you go. There's my veteran's ID card. Ooh.
Yeah, my dad's got his.
Oh. Is that Kelly?
It looks
How scary is that?
It looks like, what's his name? Charles Bronson. And I don't mean the actor.
Junior says, I'm watching the RAF series. I'm pretty sure that attack on Yemen was faked. I cannot see how they could have achieved any of those camera shots in reality, especially so far from the pilot.
I think you'll find the internal shots of the pilots in the cockpit were done after the event.
Yeah.
Because they hadn't got time to fanny about with GoPros and all that on a proper mission like that.
No. Dieter, you resent? Damn your impudence, sir.
Yeah.
Julian, Hornblower, the TV series was a pain if you read the books, as 2 of the main characters were almost entirely made up. Yeah. Phil, League of Gentlemen was brilliant radio and TV series. It was. I remember watching it with my dad when I was a teenager. Julian, laughing my ass off, Jim.
That'll be Jim's very witty retort to Mr. Marley.
Yeah, there you go. Extraordinary Gentleman was a film. It was just called The League of Gentlemen.
League of Gentlemen. There you go.
Dieter, Episode 1, HMS Justinian and HMS Indefatigable. Episode 2, Examination for Lieutenant, The Plague and the Fire Ship. Episode 3, Imprisonment and the actress pretending to be a duchess, which is, yeah.
Quiberon.
No, the Duchess and something else. And involvement with the Quiberon, yeah. Frogs and Lobsters is one of them. That's Quiberon. I think it was the Duchess and the Devil or something. But anyway. Dieter, 3 captains who couldn't agree on so much as the colour of an orange agreed that Mr. Hornblower is to be promoted, based on his gallantry and actions, with the fire ship being the most memorable.
So here's the answer.
Yes.
Oh, Hornblower, complete series. So the Even Chance, episode 1. 2, Examination for Lieutenant. 3, The Duchess and the Devil. That's what you couldn't remember there, Mikey.
Yep.
4, The Frogs and the Lobsters. 5, Mutiny. 6, Retribution. 7, Loyalty. 8, Duty.
Yes.
Wonderful series.
There you go, Casino. Julian, Sharp and Hornblower suffered from low budgets and poor technology, so the scale was much lower than it should have been. Modern CGI would, in my opinion, make the scale of both much better. Yeah, I don't know. I like them the way
There's only so much you could do with just people on horseback and all that stuff. I think having no CGI is
I mean, better. They already had quite big extras lists, didn't they?
But it's also, we can watch, say, 20 people running around. And you can imagine an army of 20,000. So just disconnect and enjoy it, in my view.
Yeah. Dieter, agreed. Master and Commander shows up beautifully. Yeah. Trying to find Sprue H.
So Gary's, I'll read this one out. The DVD extras from Master and Commander are very well worth watching. Cast and crew wore rank badges at all times and observed things like messing arrangements. Yeah, I found the making of it as interesting as the film itself. It's just stunning. I think Peter Weir did just an incredible job.
Dieter, on the vet note, I am officially retiring from active firefighting 1st of May this year. However, I can still do regular work and continue as a company firefighter, which is simple stuff. There we go. Well done, buddy.
Well done, mate.
Well done.
Yeah. Dieter says, I cannot apply for veteranship just yet. Julian, oh yeah, the Hornblower never rescued Napoleon's younger brother. They got to have someone to keep the story flowing. Ian, good to know Gary, as I bought the special edition with 2 discs. Nice. Dieter, yep, Julian. So I noted as well. It was good. It was good a show as it got in any case. Yeah. Dieter, thank you, John. Saved me from having to type my fingers off.
Always here for you, buddy. I got your back. Which sounds a bit, It's okay.
It's okay. We know what you mean.
Yeah, I've got to be at that stage in this build where I've got to be careful because there may be areas which require painting that would be easier to paint beforehand.
Yes, I was thinking that myself.
I've managed to get to this stage.
Yeah.
I noticed, John, you've got a tad farther.
Yeah. My view is it's all the same colour. So
right. Okay. So it's all going to be off-white on the inside.
So okay. So I sent a photo to. This is for the viewers. I sent a photo of the Hanomag. I believe it's a -8, which is the ambulance version. Sd.Kfz at Bovington. When I went to there a year and a bit ago. So this is theirs. There we are. So it looks like a Hanomag, Sd.Kfz 251. But I can't. I think it's a -8. But it's Alsef C or version C. Anyway, so I've got that, but then which way? Yeah, that's from the looking over the back into the driving compartment.
Yeah.
As you could see, from the, I guess the, from the front of the
driver's compartment.
I was going to say fuselage, but you get the idea. It's
I know what you mean. Yeah.
White in there.
The hull.
Well, yeah. But that's pretty cool. I mean, these are like they look like reproductions. These boxes, but they're absolutely of their time, aren't they?
Yeah.
So the chairs, they look a bit weird, but the seats flop backwards. So when they sort of crawl forwards, they just sort of spider down there, crawl in, and then the seats would flip up with them in it. And the wheel is sort of upside down, and they're quite an interesting thing.
Cool.
Indeedy doody.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can probably get.
Look at me. I was at Bovington, me.
Is that when you went to Telford?
It was when I went to Telford. Have you been there?
I've been there many, many times, John.
What a knob. Look at that guy. I'm here. Oh, look at that. I'm
on wooden ship again, look.
Wooden ship. Yeah.
Gary, you're obsessed, mate. I'm telling you.
Awesome.
You're not careful. If you're not careful, you'll end up building one.
No. Rapidly will become a small bonfire.
Yay. We now officially have our driveway back. Woohoo.
Oh, it's been a while.
It's all finished.
Yep, they've just taken the last boards away now.
That took a while, hey? Was that, 2 months?
No, it's 3 weeks.
Just seemed longer than that.
Filly hole.
Julian, that's your mind, John. Nobody else thought anything dodgy. Polishes head.
Yeah, it's my mind. Yeah.
It's a dark and mysterious place.
You don't want to go there.
No.
A4. That's HCC.
Martin says those pivoting seats reminds me of something out of the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
I think that's a build we'll have to tackle at some point. The Thunderbirds or something.
I've got a 3D Thunderbird 2, 3D print of Thunderbird 2.
Nice.
I got it free. I got it free with my Space 1999 Eagle transporter.
The question is, how much resin does it use to make?
If you print it out hollow, it will use considerably less than if you
obviously.
So I'd have to have a look. The problem I've got with them is they haven't got a scale on them at the moment.
Yeah.
So I've got to try and work out roughly what sort of size.
Yeah, because you don't want to do 1/35th the Thunderbird 2. That'd be huge.
Well, it'd be fun though, wouldn't it? 1/35th Thunderbird 2 in the back garden.
There'd be a house for Benji. Here says, what's the score? Who's winning?
Well,
gosh, darn it. Darn tarnation.
Gun shooting there, Misty boy. Golly.
So, how are you finding the kit so far?
It is beautiful.
It's sublime. Yeah, it's just every piece. Like I haven't touched this piece, offered it up to where it goes yet. So let's find out. Look at that.
So far, if I base it with the other ICM kit we did,
Perfect.
The Hawk Tour Spitfire,
Yes.
another world.
Yes, I agree with that. Oh, Mr. Evans said as well the other day he's going to let the lovely Valerie know about the build as well.
Oh.
So, Gary, you can get all excited because Valerie
Just having a moment to myself.
Do you need 30 seconds or is that too long?
No, I'm okay.
Didn't even need 30 seconds.
Clean up and all for.
All right.
With a dustpan and brush.
So for you, the war is over.
Well.
Ian says it's neck and neck at the first furlong. Kay's had her ECT this morning, so she's very giddy at the minute.
It's all right.
Tell her what I did when I was going to sleep.
Apparently, when she sat on the bed, on the hospital bed, with the nurses all around and everything, they gave her the anaesthetic and she went, "Oh, I'm going to sleep now. Bye." And it fell asleep.
I'll speak to you later.
It's a weird feeling.
Flaked out.
Scared them.
Lovely.
When you look at my face, they're already fucking scared.
Kaylee, settle down, darling.
Right. There you go. These are a bit fiddly.
They are, aren't they? Bit tricky to get them to stick as well.
It's tricky to get them lined up. Because they're on an angle as well, aren't they? So
yeah. So I think so. This part here, where it drops down in the driver's compartment there, I think if you pay attention to that bit there, the rest of it will just work.
The actual the apex of that corner.
Yeah, I reckon that pretty much governs how everything else fits.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Maybe I put a bit too much glue on. Whoops. Oh well, it happens.
It's all right. It's armour. You can hide it with weathering.
Well, I could just sand it down, can't I?
Yeah.
As long as I don't do something stupid, really silly, like stick my fingers in it, should be all right.
Yeah.
Tish says, "Hello, Kay." She's just gone out of the room dancing. Ian says, "Hello, Kaylee." Jim says, "Question: is that a new or newer ICM kit?" It's very new. It only came out end of 2023.
I was going to say, I think it's fairly new.
Yeah, I think it came out in November 2023. It's one of the last releases of the year.
And they have done a sublime job on it.
They have.
Which, unfortunately, I'm not doing justice at the moment. That's better.
Did you just?
That's a good call, John. That corner.
I think I'll have to check, but I think I remember reading that these Hanamag Sd.Kfz 251s are the most produced military vehicle of all time.
It makes sense. Because they had loads of different variants of them, didn't they?
Yeah. But I don't know. It just seemed to be, and they were used after the war, like different countries. I think, like the Czech Republic, well, Czechoslovakia as it was then. I think a certain number of countries manufactured them after World War II.
Yeah.
Used them up to the 70s or later, but I think it's one of those things. Well, it's
surprising. It always surprises me. You don't see something even nowadays like this in the construction world.
Yeah, use them as
or on when they're building motorways and things like that. You think something like this would be perfect.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Or maybe I'm just talking out of my arse.
I think the problem was their
association.
Well, it's not just that. It's because you've got the American half tracks as well.
Yeah.
Problem is they were overly complicated, and they weren't the best of either world. They weren't the best road vehicles, and they weren't the best off-road vehicles either.
No, yeah,
they were just adequate for and did the job.
Yeah.
We've got some more comments. Hobby Time says, "Hi guys."
Hello. Hobby Time.
Ian says, "Hello, Hobby Time." Hobby Time says, "Hi, Ian." Jim says, "Hey, Hobby Time." Kevin says, "Hi, I'm back with new glasses and now can see." Excellent.
Yay. Unfortunately, now he can see the crap he's been watching.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah.
That happened the other day, It went up to 611, and then at the start of the stream, and then by the end of the stream, we've gone down to 604.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it me?
Literally 10 minutes before the stream, it went up to 611, and then 2 hours later, it's back down again.
It's called the Marley effect.
Yeah. Budget cuts.
It's weird because last Friday's live stream's got 33 likes on it, so very strange. It's probably because we keep mentioning the like button. Yeah.
Oh, what? Like and subscribe. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We're rebels. Julian says, "Hi, Hobby Time." Hobby Time says, "Hi, Jim." Kevin says, "Ooh, too funny." Hobby Time says, "Hi, Julian." Jim, the blind captain picked his hammer and saw. Ha ha ha. Julian, by the way, I posted a link on Discord to AIP models of the Thunderbirds. Cool. Thank you.
He's on it, and he's on it like Sonic.
He is. Although Sonic's usually asleep.
No, I mean,
he says, those pesky migratory subs. Yeah.
Yeah.
They subscribe because somebody tells them to, and then they actually watch and go, "Oh, this isn't the sort of thing I wanted to watch."
Yeah.
Well, look at what they
Australian guy's an idiot.
This isn't scantily clad women running around.
Gary.
Well, it isn't. I just stated a fact.
Well, yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. We have a better class of subscriber here than that. That's what it is.
Unfortunately, we don't have a better class of presenter.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I'm just trying to suss.
Still got 19 people watching, which is a minor miracle. Hobby Time says, "I have some AIP Thunderbirds for sale." Ooh.
Ooh.
What does AIP stand for? Just out of interest. Yeah.
AIP stands for, I don't know.
American International Plastics. I don't know.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't know. I'm guessing I'm making it up.
Ah, that'll do.
Yeah. Almost in plastic. Oh, I was close. It's Adventures in Plastic.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't a bad guess, was it?
That sounds like a film I watched once.
Another one of those X-rated channels.
Adventures in Plastic.
Dieter says, "Nice build, lads." Thank you, Dieter.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sold on it at the moment. Absolutely sold on it.
He's such a lovely guy, isn't he?
He is. This all together in what, an hour and a half?
Yeah. They're all lovely, really. And I appreciate them all.
So
Tiff says, "Be right back, bathroom break, and make another cuppa." Okay. Didn't need to tell me. I will dock it from your wages.
There's one hobnob up there.
Yeah.
There's one hobnob that won't make it to Telford this year.
Yep. It'll go in my lunchbox instead.
Yeah. Less of that.
Julian says, "No, that was Adventures in Rubber, Gary. Quite a different genre." I don't know. There are people who like PVC as well. Some strange people about.
Yes, and 3 of them are on this channel.
Steady on. I am not a deviant. You may be. With your old age kinks.
That's interesting.
Hey Gary, you know when you were younger, right? You know some people have PVC fetish. Well, back when you were younger, because they didn't have PVC, did they have Bakelite fetish?
Oh God.
Well, what can I say?
Well, yes or no.
He doesn't want to confirm or deny. That's an interesting response.
Not that I'm aware of. Let's put it like that.
I bet Marion sat downstairs with a face in her hands. Like, what the fuck?
Marion is out.
Ah.
Marion has... Oh, where's that?
Has she taken Benji?
Unfortunately not. No, Marion is at her community group table today.
Ah.
Oh, good on her.
The future widows of RAF veterans.
Yeah. She looks forward to that. I think it gives her 2 hours away from me.
What, future widows of RAF veterans?
No, her community table.
Oh, right. I thought you were saying like she's looking forward to you dying then.
Well, she wouldn't be the only woman in this family that is.
Well, no, your mother's already planned your funeral.
Right, I imagine that goes on there. Oh, well.
That's better.
Now then, happen. Oh, hello. What's going wrong here? Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. I got something astray here.
Which
A4.
Go north a bit, so it's on the screen. Oh, the rear.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So what I did there, I got to marry up on that seam there.
Hang on, I've got my magnifying glass on. Yeah.
Okay. So I glued the bottom seam there, and these bits were hanging down a bit. They were sort of on an angle.
Right.
But once that then dries, which doesn't take long because it's extra thin, then you can hold each of these up in place and just run a little bit of glue up the seam, and that would take quite nicely.
Right. So the trick is to do the bottom piece first.
That worked for me. Yes.
Yes, I can see how that can work better actually, because you've got a better. Yes. Thank you very much, John. Second time you come to my.
Yeah, according to the intro, it's you that goes to his aid, or tries to.
Well, you did the intro.
I did. You're right.
So, I'm down under, so things are reversed. So subscribe and like.
Yikes. A4. Don't think that's A. Ooh, we've got loads of spares that we'll have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All these orange bits here for the viewers are bits that you don't use on this kit. And they include, the floor, the sidewalls, but then they throw in an extra sprue with new floor and new sidewalls. So, yeah. These would, for each version they do, these, ALS F, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to, I think, 9. Yeah, these would be very accurate, I think. Certainly, it's a lot more detailed than the Tamiya offering. Not that I'm disparaging it. It's a good kit, but it's, as I say, it's showing its age.
Oh, John, that tip you gave me there made that job a lot easier.
It does build up really well, I think. But yeah, and it's just good because this is a recent build for me, just to be able to compare the two.
I think you. Really
that reminds me, because I placed this up top. So here we are today. This is finally finished. So it's had the matte coat applied to the Fokker D7. So it's absolutely complete now. Nothing more to do. That's how they turn out. Hooray!
Well done, buddy.
Wow. I'm slightly impressed with this, I must admit.
Okay.
But I've done that. I've done that. So I've got to do A17.
Julian, Parrot Record Salt. Oh, not that kind of poly or vinyl or a head and fetches coat doors over here. Jim, by the way, while still, I've been watching many episodes of Dad's Army. My favourite characters are Corporal Jones, Joe Walker, and Fraser the Scotsman. Yeah.
Joe, the guy that played Joe Walker, was a really, really, really good actor. And he played that part so well, and he died at a very, very young age.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's why in one of the episodes, they left his spot open and just left a letter in his place on the parade.
Yeah. Yeah, he died suddenly. I think it was heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, did it say gone up to the city or something?
Yeah. Gone up to the big smoke. Here's a oncer for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen the show. I must have seen it, but it would have been late 70s, early 80s, and I don't remember a thing. Is it worth, Jim? Let's go to the TV umpire.
70s and 80s.
Yeah. So, Jim, is it worth watching?
Oh, it's worth watching. It is so worth watching.
It's Dad's Army. Of course, it's worth watching. You crazy fool.
All I know about it is, is it the theme song? Who do you think you're kidding, Mr. Hitler?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I know about the show. Just that much.
Be careful not saying the H word.
My mistake.
Mate, it was so funny.
Julian says, Mikey, there's only 17 watching because about a dozen are just Googling how to unsubscribe from YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Don't encourage them, Julie. John.
I was
Tiff,
just
I'm
wondering
back.
why
Sorry.
we've got like people like Zuckerberg deciding what we can and can't talk about. It's ridiculous. What an
Just
upside down
realised-
world we live in.
On this version of the half track, we don't use 90% of the glasswork is not used.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we use? Just headlight lenses?
Headlight lamps, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I hear on good authority, if you're going to make sprue goo, like, you just get a bit of cement or whatever, like whatever you want to call it, and then
Yes.
put plastic into it and it melts down.
Yes.
I hear on good authority that if you use clear plastic, because it doesn't have any dyes, it doesn't have any sort of pigments, that it's pure styrene,
Yeah.
and it goes better. So that's what I've done here, but I've never used it. So I don't know.
I've used mine as a filler rather than using it for fairly small gaps.
Yeah.
And it works really well because it hardens right up. But I used the Meng sort of yellowy creamy colour sprue in mine.
Oh yeah.
The reason being is it makes it easier to see.
Yeah.
Bixby voice privacy contents have been updated. To continue, review the updated items on your screen.
Thank you, phone, for telling me that. I do not wish to know.
Is that an Android? Because that ain't Siri. Is that?
Yeah, it's
That was
Android.
Bixby just decided to talk to me.
Yeah,
How weird. Because the phones here don't have an accent.
Tiff says, I'm back. Sorry it took longer. Willow decided to get stuck behind the cooker again. Don't lie,
Oh.
because number one turned into a number two.
It's stuck behind the cooker. It's in you, Tiff?
Oh.
And John gets cut off.
Yeah. John gets done for hate offences. Julie says, the only actor in Dad's Army who actually was a veteran of World War One was Arnold Ridley, served at Cornbury. Yeah.
Yes, he was actually a World War II veteran as well.
Yes. That's
And
why
Clive
in the early episodes, he carried a rifle like everyone else.
Yeah.
But in World War One, he was wounded in his hand. So what they did is it was too painful for him to hold the rifle. So that's why they made him a medic. So he didn't have to hold the rifle.
Okay.
Clive Dunn spent most of the war in a prisoner of war camp.
Yeah, he landed in Italy and got captured the next day, didn't he?
Mm.
Which annoyed him.
Well, it would. So apparently, this bit here is the air cleaner, the air filter for the carburetor.
Ah.
But I'm about to cover it up with another part.
Cool.
Hobby Time says
the Christmas special is good. It is.
It is.
I've got I think it's 7 series on DVD.
't got the scripts in a book form.
I used to have that. I don't know what happened to it. I'd love to get another copy of it. Jim says, Marley, very much worth watching, John. Love it, especially the stories Corporal Jones would tell about the Fuzzy Wuzzies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They don't like it up them. They do not like it up them.
Yeah, which is what Julie's just said.
So Fuzzy Wuzzies is in
the
New Guinea?
No. He's talking about
The Zulus.
his character served everywhere.
Okay.
The Battle of Omdurman.
Battle of Omdurman.
Or as Joe Walker calls it, the Battle of Omdi Bum Bum. Back in 1800 and frozen.
I was going to say, if you actually tried to follow the timelines, he'd probably be a lot older than the character he was playing.
Yeah.
But nobody cared because it was fun.
It's just fun, isn't it?
It was good fun.
Exactly. Crafting Budgie Mama says, hi everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Crafting Budgie Mama.
I believe it's Tasha, from what I remember.
He's 17.
My memory is not very good with names.
I'm very. I'm having trouble reading the spook.
It is actually, yeah.
Oops, knocked my camera.
On there.
Julian says, "Hi, crafting budgie mama." Julian, indeed. Julian, the bayonets.
Yes, cold steel, sir.
Yeah. Tasha says, "Hi, Julian. How are you doing?" Lady Sam's in. She says, "Hi, panel and chat." Hello, Lady Sam.
Lady Sam, my lady.
Yes.
Hello, my lady.
Hello, my lady.
Calm down, Parker. Ian says, "Quite a good impression." Ian says, "Quite a good impression there, Gary."
Of what?
You're quite good at voices and stuff, aren't you, Gary?
I do have my moments.
Oh, we know that. You had one the other weekend. You scared your family to death.
Please. Never mind this family. He nearly scared me to bloody death.
No, you just nearly died. Lady Sam says, "Hi, sis. Happy birthday for yesterday." Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Tasha, for yesterday. I did hear somebody else mention that yesterday, before. Julian, in the documentary of Dad's Army, they said the BBC Light Entertainment controller tried to block Dad's Army as he was a World War II airborne veteran and thought they touched the key. Yes. And he didn't think people would like it either because it was too soon after the war. But he said that about MASH with the Korean War as well. And they were wrong about that as well. Crafting Budgie Mama says, "Hi, big sis, thank you." Julian, breathing, thanks, Crafting Budgie Mama. And you... Julian says, "Hi, Lady Sam." And Lady Sam says, "Hi, Julian." And Tasha says, "Same as you, plodding on, getting my home nice and slowly but surely." Excellent.
Right.
So, that's the back in. Just slotted straight in.
ICM.
Tasha says, "Thanks, panel." Hey?
It's all right. I'm trying to suss this.
Gary,
what?
have you got the wrong bottom in, or have I?
You do, I think.
Have I?
Did you pay attention to the part number?
Yes. H35.
H35.
Have I made a major cock up?
Well, I do hope so because I won't want it to be me.
Oh, you've used A35.
Have I?
That's not funny. ICM A35 and H35. I mean,
that is not funny, is it?
That's now you have a decision to make.
Ah, shit.
Well, no, you can. Mind you, what are the consequences?
I'd say quite a lot because this one would have, I think later on, there's stretches that go pretty much at floor level.
Yeah.
And
yeah. But
yeah.
Am I going to be able to get the whole lot apart? That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't
so
think I will.
47. Yeah, there's a stretcher that goes along that flat bit there that won't fit if you use that floor.
God damn it. That's what I get for not paying attention. Man.
Well, the good thing is you extra thin won't have gone off yet fully. So if you run another bead of extra thin in there, it should loosen up.
Yeah. See, I don't know how you did that because I never make mistakes.
No, we'll just mention Boca top wing.
Yeah, who's that?
Trying to work out.
That's really annoying me now. But on the other hand, I do really like that floor.
Yeah.
Well, you do you, mate.
It's a bit silly though, isn't it? Making both parts the same number just on different sprues.
True.
Well, obviously, the original was the A frame, and when they've updated it, to the ambulance version, they put the new frame in and left the old frame in as well.
Yeah. Julian says, if I recall correctly, the original film for Dad's Army had to be changed to the animated version. The original had German troops in Paris. Yes.
Oh.
Crafting says, I've got Dreadnought to build, 1/350th. I'm scared of it.
Oh, you'll be fine. I built one 350 scale ship, and it turned out all right. You'll be okay. But yeah, lots of bits. Yeah, lots of bits. I built the Bismarck.
Right.
Ian says, I'm going to have to go, chaps. I'll check in later and see you tomorrow. All right, Ian. See you
All right,
later,
Ian. Thanks for joining us.
I wonder if I can just take it. Oh, there you go. Right. Oh.
Right, this is silly. I'm struggling with this bit. Why am I struggling with this bit?
You're struggling. I've got to take the whole thing apart again.
That doesn't.
Crafting says, or Tasha says, I looked in the box and I was like, oh my god.
Interesting. What brand would that Dreadnought be?
Jim says, take care, everyone. See you tomorrow. Have to clear the snow from the driveway and my car. Be seeing you.
No.
Be careful.
Yeah, because there's so many parts that aren't used in this kit. I'd take your time and just confirm which sprue part and everything else, because there's a lot that doesn't get used.
Yeah.
I think it'll be very easy to make an error.
Funny you should say that. Tasha says, bye in, take care. See, even people who build models on YouTube make mistakes.
Everyone that builds models on YouTube makes mistakes.
Yep. Not usually the entire section of hull, or an entire wing. But hey, we like to live dangerously on this channel.
Zachary.
Who you calling Zachary?
I cannot work this out. Right. Have you done part A17, John?
Which step?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that would be a bit better. It's hang on, I will tell you when I get to the right page. It's step.
Oh yes, I have.
Step 10.
Step 10. Yeah, I have. So it's
right.
weird
right.
to work out.
No wonder I can't get it to line up.
Yeah, so it's not drawn very well. I mean, so here's for the audience. What is shown looks like a flat piece. A17 going on there. In reality, it's a very three-dimensional. It fits up like that.
Yeah. So it's literally
you've got
like
a seam along the top there.
Right. Well, how strange.
And then shortly you'll do the other side as well.
Thank you again. That's 3 times today, Jim. John.
No, call me Jim.
Just call me Jim.
Doesn't line up very well, does it?
I believe there's meant to be a gap at the bottom.
Oh, right, okay.
Tasha says, bye, Jim. Take care. Julian, puzzled. Why has the PC just said my network is disconnected? No, kidding. No, it isn't.
Huh.
Okay. Tash says, is it a He's Dreadnought 1907 trumpeter?
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Tash says, can't type. It's a HMS predictive tech. There you go.
Good recovery.
Yeah.
Did notice a thing.
It was my dodgy reading skills. That's what it was. Welsh education, you see.
No such thing.
Can you say that in the same sentence?
It's a shame.
Dum-dum-tsh.
It's a shame there's if there's another set of the side pieces, them side boxes, I could just make the other one. Pretty much. But there isn't.
I think you'd be able to swap it out. Your glue. What have you used? Extra thin or just the
struggling to get it
stuff?
Extra thin and struggling to get it apart.
Well, what you can do, you can reactivate it, put a new lot of extra thin on it, and that would melt the. Yeah, you've tried that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've done modelling before.
Yeah, but not well.
Well, screw you.
He says, "No, I got no bloody clue." Remember, it's the first time I built this as well.
Why have the lights just gone off?
What's gone off?
Oh, I think my lights just died.
On your new
no, my
glass
overhead
lens
light.
thing.
My overhead
no
light.
good. Oh, overhead light.
Oh, Marion won't be happy if I've got to buy a new one.
That's your chair out the window. Come on.
We'll just add it on.
Well, do us all a favour and stay away from the light, Gary.
It's interesting. Alexa, man cave off.
Okay.
Ooh, it's coming. It's coming away.
Alexa, man cave on.
Okay.
Oh, it's working again now.
Must have just gone into standby or something.
Never
So,
done that
did you
before.
say man cave on and off?
Yeah, that's what I call the room.
Right. Very nice.
Hey, it's come away. Right. So
Yeah, it will come. Just I'm going to stop this.
You're not helping the situation, Gary.
I've stopped. I was going to say. It will come. You just need to wiggle it a bit.
Tasha says, I didn't notice my spilling either. Oh, we've broken Gary.
I think Gary's broken himself.
Oh boy, humour.
Jimmy says, everybody makes mistakes. We're all human. Pretending you don't is lying. Everyone I watch on YouTube keeps their mistakes in and just captions it. Don't do it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody makes mistakes, and you know. You can hide it with weathering. Hide it with weathering.
Tasha says, I always make mistakes, but it makes me learn more.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think the problem I had as well is because I'm keeping an eye on the stream at the same time. I'm not.
Yeah.
I've got my attention split, haven't I?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, if you're paying attention to the stream, we're out of time.
We are.
We
Just
are.
let me get this on.
We are indeed. Well, I'm going to change my camera, so that'll scare a few people.
Let's get this back on.
Oh, it's all right. You can't see me now for the words. Julian says, in my honest opinion, the words special and education shouldn't be in the same sentence. In my experience, there's nothing special about it. And Tiff says we've hit 2 hours.
Yeah. It's called special educational needs rather than special education. Yeah, 2 seconds. Yeah, I do keep track of the time.
Oh, my light's gone off again.
Doesn't like you today, does it?
I think it's overheating.
Ah, that could be it.
Julian says, lol, watching a movie the other day and a woman ranted that word, thought she was talking to her. The woman yelled, shut up, Alexa, and Alexa said, have you tried a meditation app? The good thing is you can have a good old swear up at Alexa and she doesn't mind.
Yeah, she doesn't argue.
There's a clip, I think it's on YouTube, but certainly around, where, yeah, from 2001, they're trying to open the pod bay doors, Hal, trying to get back onto the spaceship in the movie 2001. And Alexa is, being Alexa. It's hilarious.
Right. Yeah, let's get the stream ended.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all know I've messed up, so we'll change cameras to the top camera. Move that out of the way.
Yeah. So I've completed up to step 13. So I've got the chassis, the bottom half of the chassis together, and everything is fitting like really, really well. Like, beautiful.
I'm at step 11.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll get up to the same stage as you guys.
Yeah, I'll do 11 and 12 before next week, and then we'll all be at.
Yeah. So if we all get up to step 13, then yeah.
Cool.
Oh, so thank you for joining us all today for this first day of the new build. It's been rather fun.
Has?
If a little frustrating for me. Yeah.
Unfortunately. So.
We're back tomorrow, 11 o'clock for the lifeboat build.
That's right.
What are you going to do, John? Because you're missing some parts. They're on their way to you, aren't they?
He can do his decals.
I can do some other stuff. So yeah. So I had a notification from Airfix yesterday, maybe the day before. So I have lost my side rails for the lifeboat. I literally don't know where they are. Airfix have sent them or are sending them to me, so they may not arrive in time to finish the build, but yeah, they're on their way, which is thank you, Airfix.
There you go.
Cool. Oh, Marion's back from the community.
Really nice. This is a good choice, Gary.
Well, I had no idea what it was
the
like.
HMS Victory we're doing next.
Yeah. Yeah. Jules says, could be worse, Mikey. Ambulances don't have wings. Well, they're not supposed to anyway, unless it's an air ambulance.
Yeah. They have rotors.
Well, no, because you have private jets as well.
So for the keen-eyed viewers, you might spot this T-shirt has a strip of silver paint running along there.
Is that from the incident?
This is the incident, shaking a bottle of silver paint and the glass shattered and silver paint went everywhere. But yeah, my wife won't let me throw it out because it looks like it's meant to be printed on it. But yeah, that's okay.
It looks like
my T-shirt has Bearded Veteran Creates on it.
Ah,
yes, John.
How's your lip? Can you feel your lip yet?
Right. Anyway, see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Bye,
Ta-da.